Hi, today I'll be reviewing the new TechProtectus Smart Keyboard. Before I show you the case and the keyboard, I'll show you how to set it up with your iPad so that you can start using it. So first, open up the case. There's going to be a slight magnetic here, so you might have to tug a little. And let's take a look at this case. So as you can see, there's 3 pins right here, and this is what connects to your iPad. If you take a look at your iPad, there's also 3 places for that pin to go. Only some companies are able to even have these 3 pins connect to the iPad, and they are authorized by Apple itself. So if the case is not authorized by Apple, these pins will not connect to your iPad. So TechProtectus is one of them, so that's why we are able to provide you the keyboard to use with your iPad. So when you're installing this case, make sure you snap the 3 pins from your iPad to the case. It'll be a magnetic snap, and you'll know. There's a slight tug to it, you know it's connected. And once that happens, you can just snap all the 4 corners in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once that's in, you can also take a look. It's all in. It's nice in place, so you don't have to worry about that. Once that's done, it's gonna right away prompt you to download an app. I already installed it, obviously, but it's going to tell you download, just download it, and it's going to be this app right here. Once it's downloaded, make sure you open it, and it'll say start download. Click on that, and once it's done, you will never have to go through this process again. You can delete the app if you want. I just have it here because I just installed it, but once that's done, you'll never have to use that app again. And after that, your iPad is going to be connected to the keyboard, and you can start using it. So I'm going to put down the kickstand first so that we can kind of type it. I'll go over it in a little bit. So I'm going to open the Notes app. As you can see, I already started trying it out. If you type, everything comes out properly. It's very fast, very responsive, and there's no delays whatsoever. Because this pin is not via Bluetooth, it's also not like there's no plugs to it. It's through the magnets. Like I said, it was authorized by Apple, so that's why it's able to provide such fast response when you type on the keyboard. As you can see, you can turn the volume up, you can turn the volume down, it can turn the brightness up, brightness down. You can even take a screenshot, so you can do anything. It's like a keyboard from a computer. It works exactly the same. And there's also a caps lock here, and once you click on that, it's gonna light up right here, and that's gonna show you that the caps lock is on. And what's different about this model, or this edition with the smart keyboard, is that we have a trackpad. So this trackpad works just like a computer. As you can see, I'm moving it around, and there's a cursor on the screen. I can click it, and it acts like I'm clicking the screen. It just acts like a mouse pad almost. So that's really convenient, especially for people who want to use the iPad as a computer. This is something that's almost exactly the same as a computer. So that's going to be the keyboard, and that's pretty much straightforward. Next up, I'm going to talk about the case a little bit, and I'm going to first go over the 4 corners on this keyboard. It's all rigid, so if you drop this case or if you drop this iPad, you know your keyboard is going to be protected because all 4 corners have a rigid feeling to it. Also with the case, you have 4 corners that also are rigid, so if you drop your case and the keyboard together, your iPad will be protected too. So that's very neat. On the back of this computer, or not computer, this iPad that almost acts like a computer, we have a kickstand like I was talking about before. There's 2 different levels to it. I always put it on the first one because it sits perfectly to my face, I guess. But some people like it a little higher, so you could just pull it a little bit down to the second one. Your iPad's gonna sit up a little more towards 90 degrees. To kind of close the kickstand, you just push it in 1 and 2 and snap it back in place, and then you're good to go. Also over here we have a Apple Pencil holder. So if you use an Apple Pencil, if you write on your iPad, this is a perfect place to put it. You will never lose your pencil. Very convenient, keeps it very nice and secure. And next up are the volume up and down button. It works perfectly fine. Press up and down. I don't know if you can see on the lock screen. I'll turn it. So this is down, volume up, works great. And then the lock screen is right here. Click on it, it's closed. Lastly, as you can see, this case is unlike the last edition. Like I said before, it's connected in one piece. So oftentimes you hear from students, they forget to bring the keyboard part or their iPad. They always leave one or the other at home, so you can't go to school. If you go to school with an iPad, there's nothing you can use to type. So it's very convenient that these two are together, so you don't have to worry about not bringing one home or not bringing one to your school. It's also better for the iPad and the case because these 3 pins right here are protected. Unlike the last one, when we take it off, the 3 pins are just waving around, so often it can get damaged by scraping it on the table or you hit it on something. So this keeps it safe. And you can even use the iPad like normal. You can just put the keyboard behind and you can just use it like there's no keyboard. So it's very convenient, very nice, and the material is really durable. So I would definitely recommend this for anyone who's looking for a good keyboard, smart keyboard case.